The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Glenn in Massachusetts. Hey, Glenn, what's going on?
You know what is good for us is Tom O'Brien providing an unbiased source of information for us investors. You don't have an agenda. It's just to cut through everything and to give us the facts. I want to thank you.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the Internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. We're broadcasting live today out of Nashville, New Hampshire. Going to be doing a workshop up there, up here tonight, and, really look forward to it. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 139, NASDAQ off 13, S&P's off 12, gold contract down $43, trading at $1,472 an ounce. Silver off $5 at $34.35 an ounce. That is absolutely got crushed, down from $49.85 in 5 days. Platinum down $61 at $1,761. Copper down 5 pennies at $3.98. Light sweet crude down 10% at $10, trading out at $99.09. Bonds up 29 ticks. We got over that. We'll talk about that in a second. We're at 124.14. Dollar index. All about the dollar index, folks. Bottom line, dollar index comes off the lows with conviction. Up $1.14 at 74.36. Euro down 29 ticks at the 145 level. Yen down 41, trading out at 80.21. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You're down $12. You're at 1335. You got back inside the February 18th time frame. You did 1.1 billion versus the 1 billion. That sets up, first off, that it wants to get down into this 1313 area. Wants to get down to the March 16th area, which the low there is 1249, the high is 1280. Dow Industrials, we're going to take a look at the Dow, what the Dow did out here. Dow pulls back 139 points. We hit a 12,521. Inside the range is 12,391. So the Dow has a bit to go to get inside the lower range that it wants to run into. We're going to take a look at the NASDAQ composite. What the composite's done is this. Really a flat market, the composite out here today. Down 13, but really flat. But it couldn't make it back inside the range. That range, what I'm talking about, folks, is the 2840. We broke that yesterday. We had the volume expand once again. We did 2.2 versus 2.2 billion. Now, let's go over and take a look at the silver market. Silver, they've absolutely, this is just pretty amazing. Silver, 4 days. 4 days silver goes from a price point out here of $49.21. We're at $34.31. You did 185,000 contracts, and this is not over yet, folks. That's the bottom line. What you have on a basis, this is a break and a break with conviction, and I mean monster conviction. One selling. Meaning in the futures market, all that does is push more selling inside the ETF market, which pushes more selling inside the futures market. Because you got to remember something: when the ETF gets sold, it's physical silver that's getting sold into the marketplace. Now, where are the buyers? What I suspect you're going to have here is that today with the price point was 35. Yeah, we banged out that. We're at 34, 33 right now, and the next stop here is 31.37. And, they just went up on the margins again. The margins are going to be 21,600. And bottom line is that that's going to basically blow it out of the water one more day. Now, let's go over to the gold market. Now, what's really bizarre, so check this out. You have... So let's do the numbers here, and the numbers go like this. Inside the silver, now the numbers that I'm going to do right here, folks, is what the margin requirements are to carry contracts. And I trade all these contracts, but watch how this works. Silver today, one contract at this price level is worth $171,000. Today, the margin is 16,200. Went up last night. The margin on Monday is going to be 21,600. Now, if you short the thing, great. That's easy. If you're long it, you're getting blown out of the water. Now, here's my point, though. Even last night, I'm up here in Boston with my son. We're doing a workshop, and I'm looking at it, and he trades also, and we're saying, this is bizarre that they're not putting the margin up in the gold contract, and this is why. Now, so watch this. So that's silver, right? Now watch what you're controlling with gold. With gold, you're controlling 147,000 with 6,700. Okay, so 6,700 per contract. Gold moves today about $50. Okay, we closed down 43, but from top to bottom, it was let's see, you get 40, 50, $62. $60 to be exact. So top to bottom was $60. This is where you got to put it together. They're going to go up on the gold margins. They have to, because the volatility that's inside it. So what does that mean? Well, what that means, folks, is that right now we are at 1471. You take a look at this baby here. We did 307,000 contracts today, blew off big numbers. And, this next move, 1442 is easy for them. Easy pickings. 1382 is out there. So bottom line, I expect you're going to see that happen. We go over to the bond market. Bonds out here, the U.S., the 30-year bond, what we have with the 30-year, it goes after that swing point out here today. The swing point we were talking about was the swing point that was established out here on March 16th. Now, it took it out, but it didn't take it out with volume. We did 352,000 contracts versus 521. Now, what that means is that you more than likely won't get the full ABC extension. The ABC extension would be up at about 2550. We'll see whether we get it or not. But the bottom line is that money is scooting. Interest rates are going lower, and they're moving it really quickly. Oil. Let's take a look at the oil. This was just amazing. Now, what happened with oil market is oil did 641,000 contracts. We're down $10. You're at $99, and the way oil is set up, bottom line, you're going to see $91 in a heartbeat. And you can see it tomorrow. That's set up. You came off the highs. It broke everything, broke it with conviction, broke it with volume. And what did happen inside the oil market is they expanded the margins on oil from down $10 to down $20. So that's no doubt a big number. And the amazing part is that oil can actually move $10 in one day. And what is it all about? Well, here, let's take a look at some of the commodities. So you had silver down 12%. Crude was down 9.2. These are the closing prices, by the way. Heating oil was down 8. You had gasoline down 7. Natural gas was down 6. Nickel was down 5. Cocoa was down 4. Copper was down 3. Cotton was down 3. Gold was down 3. Corn was down 3. Wheat was down 2.5. Sugar was down 2.5. Soybeans 2.5. Bottom line is that the only thing that was up, lean hogs were eating bacon, evidently. That was up 0.3%. What is it all about? The good old U.S. dollar, folks. U.S. dollar. What does it do? Goes topside with conviction, goes up $1.16, 60,000 contracts. Folks, I don't remember doing 60,000 contracts. Bottom line, this dollar wants to go higher. Dollar higher, what does it do? It sets up, number one, in the commodity market, some heavy selling. And the general market, you're going to see even more selling, and this is why. This is flat out been a commodity market that we've been in for years. And when the commodities get hit, what you see is that the equities get hit, which hits the indices, which hits the top line growth. That's how this thing shakes and bakes. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of Priceline, let's take a look at it. Priceline just came out with their numbers out here. Priceline today was a flat market. It traded down $3, but this is a $533 stock. Closed at $533. Right now, it's trading at $547, so you got it up $14. The estimate was $2.46. It came in with $2.66. So it made its numbers out here. Priceline, let's see, is it going to be able to hit that high? No, it's not hitting that high, so it's going to get interesting. And this is why, because you had some pushing into lows out here today. Priceline traded from $545 to $533, and right now we have it after the close at 548. And 548 just might not be enough for Priceline. What you do have is that there's a 10% short position in the equity. 48 million shares are floated out there. 4.1 million are short. We go over and we take a look and see if Visa's come across yet. Visa did come across. Visa closed at $78.70. Visa right now is trading at $78.35. That was down $1 for today. They're going to buy back $1 billion in shares. The estimate was $1.21, and they made $1.23. Trading out at the 78.70 area. And the 78.70 area just doesn't do much for them. Visa has a tough time because when Visa blew apart, folks, in December, it went from that $81 in 3 days down to $66. It's made it back up to that level. It's going to take a lot more to get up and over those levels. Now, let's go take a look at some of the gold stocks out here. We'll start with the strongest one that has been out there for quite a while, and that's Rheingold. What does Rheingold do out here today? Rheingold's back 376, and what's going to get interesting here is it's going to be how it comes into this gap. There's a gap down there at 74.02, and how it comes into it is going to be a big heads up because it comes into it lighter volume. That actually is going to be a buy, and you can see what's going to end up happening. The whole world is not going to want to buy them. That's a wide price spread out here. That's how it's setting up. Now, an Eagle, different ball game. AEM, that's hammering the bottom. That wants to blow out the bottom. We take a look at Gold Corp. What you have with Gold Corp, she came down way too much volume. That's going to be a much larger correction. Bottom line is that you are in the middle of a monster correction, and it's a correction that is happening with wide price spread, accelerated volume. We take a look at those oil stocks out here. You had ExxonMobil off 2, Chevron was off 2, Schlumberger 2, Oxy 3, ConocoPhillips $1.50. Big numbers. That's the real bottom line. And listen, folks, don't forget, over at TFNN, we have the Tiger Pass. And what the Tiger Pass is all about, we have a special going on this week. For any services that you use at TFNN, you can come over. You can buy up to $1,000 in Tiger dollars and make 50% on your money. We will put an additional 50% in. So you buy $1,000, you'd get $1,500 in credit. You buy $100, you get $150 in credit. That expiration, that's our thank you to you, number one. Angie and I, we have our anniversary, and in fact, when we first got married 8 years ago, we had a great sale, and we're looking forward to our anniversary, no doubt about that. And that is a thank you, flat out. That expires this Mother's Day, this Sunday. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the XAU. XAU, folks, is a Philadelphia gold and silver index. Now, if you bring this back to 08, and we put this on a weekly, what you're going to see is that this little baby is hammering, hammering into the bottom of the swing. I suspect you're gonna break that swing from the 28th. It's going to get down a lot lower. Listen, folks, if you do happen to be in New York City, I'm going to be talking at the Hard Asset Show the 9th and 10th, Monday and Tuesday, at the Marriott Marquis. Get a booth there. We'll be right back, folks.
Great Basin Gold is an international gold mining company with 2 producing mines in the world's most prolific gold mining areas, the Hollister Gold Mine on the Carlin Trend in Nevada and the Burnstone Gold Mine in the Wits Basin in South Africa. The Burnstone Mine is a low-cost, long-life, shallow mine that is a company builder,